Good afternoon and welcome to the news at 12 on Rappi 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Today is Thursday, 18th April 2024. First, the headlines. President Tinubu reads riot act to terrorists, bandits assuring defeats over their acts. Abia State government gives quick notice to illegal motor parks operating in Umuahia. And on the forum scene, Columbia University leaders face scrutiny over anti-Semitism on campus. I am Eval Edu with the news details shortly. Stay with us.
Every day, every story. If it matters to you, depend on our news team to bring you the latest.
Welcome back. Now the news in full. President Bola Tinubu has ordered the Ministry of Education to include graduates of a national open university in the National Youth Service Corps scheme. Tinubu gave the directive during his presentation at the university's 13th convocation ceremony at the university's convocation arena in Jabi, Abuja. Speaking on behalf of Tinubu, the Deputy Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Biodun Saliu, stated that the president also resolved the long-standing admittance of non-law graduates to participate in law school in the country for equal opportunities. Before the directive, Abdallah Adamu, the former Vice Chancellor of National Open University, had assured graduates of the 2017 set that they would soon be able to participate in NYSC and the Nigerian Law School. President Bola Tinubu says those who think they can threaten the sovereignty of the country will have themselves to blame. Tinubu said this when he met with the Pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere at the presidential villa Abuja. Said his administration is tackling the mirage of security challenges in the country, including terrorism and banditry. He said unlike in the years past where insurgents laid claim to parts of the country, terrorism has been significantly degraded, vowing to deal with banditry and kidnapping in the country.
What we face now is challenges of terrorism, security of lives and property that is very, very necessary for development and good results. And we have been battling that. I can tell you that we are achieving success. There's improvement. We have degraded terrorism to a level that they could not threaten the sovereignty of this country any longer. The banditry kidnapping that they've resorted into will also be defeated.
He insisted that his government will never pay ransom to kidnappers and charged everyone not to pay any form of ransom, citing the case of the rescue of the Kuriga students in Kaduna State as an example. Tinubu promised to take the battle to the bandits.
Declined any ransom, no payment of ransom whatsoever. We are taking the battle to them and we are getting results more rapidly than ever before. The case of Kuriga and many other, kidnapped children is evident in the way we rescue them from Sokoto to Katsina to Kaduna and others now more expeditiously than ever before. We are working hard on intelligent gathering and execution of our programs. Those that might thought they can threaten the sovereignty of this country will have themselves to blame. They have a price to pay, and we are not going to relent in that area.
Presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 general elections, Atiku Abubakar, and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, attended the PDP's National Caucus meeting in Abuja ahead of the party's National Executive Committee meeting. Speaking after the caucus meeting, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed refuted claims of division within the party, stating that the Rivers State issue will soon be resolved.
And urge the National Working Committee of the party to set in motion the machinery to conduct credible congresses in all the states while tenures of the party officers have expired. We equally want to use this opportunity to affirm that in Rivers State, the governors will work assiduously towards resolving all issues in the state with a view to uniting all the stakeholders.
National Working Committee (NWC) of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) has reacted to the order of a Kano State High Court which affirmed the suspension of its national chairman Abdullahi Ganduje, describing it as a nullity, unenforceable, and therefore cannot be obeyed. Addressing the ward executives, Ganduje said those who reportedly suspended him were imposters.
What has happened is that it is an encouragement to our political party by the NNPP and the government of Kano State in order to destroy our party because
I'm very sorry for the quality of that audio. The development came as Ganduje received the APC ward executives from his Ganduje ward in Kano State, who were at the National Secretariat of the party, to affirm their confidence in him. Chairman, Abia State Harmonized Task Force and Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Prince Nwachukwu, says the state government has approved the Okigwe Motor Park and Ohiya Motor Park as the official motor park for transporters. Nwachukwu disclosed this when he led the steering committee members of the Harmonized Task Force to the area, advised transporters using the various illegal parks in Umuahia, the state capital, to relocate to the designated motor park before Tuesday next week.
The first thing we started with yesterday was to ask all those who are applying Anambra, Imo, and Enugu to move to Okigwe Park, and they complied. They have moved. Now we gave all the other people who are moving to other designations from within that EC gate to move by Friday, and they have agreed they are going to move. So Okigwe Park is a designated government park. Ohiya Park is a designated government park. And in the near future, within this year, very soon, the government is starting the construction of what we call a major ultra-modern bus terminal for Umuahia and for Aba, the likes of which you see in Lagos. So once the government does that in the city center, all the major vehicles are expected to operate from there. Now, for all these other established transporters, they have their transport loading bays. They have their transport, where they park, where they do the operations from. A major problem now are people who are loading right on the streets.
He noted that with the development, truck drivers are now to ply roads in the state between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. daily.
What the state government has said is that, they should be operating from 9 p.m. if you're coming from outside of the state. And the Ministry of Transport is enforcing that. The Abia State Transport Management Authority is enforcing that. Now the Harmonized Task Force will also enforce that. And so we don't expect that trucks will be littering the state from morning till evening. So that the state is cleared of all kinds of trucks and articulated vehicles. But in the evening they should come in, offload what they have, and then leave the state so that the smaller vehicles can take the goods from a place to the other.
Also speaking, a member of the steering committee of the Harmonized Task Force and general manager of Umuahia Capital Development Authority, Kingsley Agumo, noted that the task force will start demolition of the slums behind an old bicycle repairer at the back of Okigwe Park, Umuahia, tomorrow.
No, yes, we are doing that, sir. Our men are there now, marking those locations, sir. And then by next week, we'll commence demolition of all those shanties. They are not going to be there again.
Vice Chancellor Michael Okpara University of Agriculture Umudike, Professor Madobibisi of 4Iwe, has advised young lecturers to come back to Nigeria after studying and learning abroad. Speaking during the 53rd inaugural lecture of the university, Madobibisi added that lecturers should always remember that no matter where they found themselves, Nigeria was home. He also told the young lecturers that Nigeria would not change by itself, but they should think about coming back whenever they had the opportunity to study abroad.
The professor finally said that there is paucity of engineering lecturers in Nigeria. I want to add my voice and beg our younger ones, like his lecturer told him, go and come back. It was a similar thing that my lecturer told me when I also went many years ago. If we didn't return, maybe there won't be people in. This university has produced over 60,000 students already in her records. There's no need for buying and not having any dream of returning. It is the worst thing that has happened to Africa and to Nigeria. Please, we are not saying you shouldn't go. After all, we have sent a lot of people outside to go and train, but have endangered their lives and the progress of our university by not returning. We appeal to them to return, and we appeal to you to aim at going. When you go, please make sure you return.
He urged governments at all levels to increase investment in solar energy in a bid to resolve its power challenges.
Generating income from the sale of excess power to the national grid. Some days ago, we were told that the Southeast was cut off. I'm sure that the younger ones can invest time and think into this to make sure that we are not cut off anymore. However, there is need for investment in solar energy technology. In economies like our own, Professor Koro said we should encourage it, that the merits of solar energy include a pollution-free environment. Most vehicles in developed countries today are moving without producing smoke. Collaboration among researchers should be encouraged, very important for academic growth and institution building. Universities in Nigeria should encourage fellowships, short visits, and conference attendance support to young lecturers.
The lecture, entitled Prolonging the Lifespan of Industrial Electrical Machines Through the Development of Accurate Dynamic and Thermal Models, was delivered by Professor Ogbonaya Iya Okoro, a professor of electrical power and machines. Traders at Obani International Market have lamented the poor condition of the road linking to the market. Our correspondent, Ogwaku Emanuela, who visited the area, has more on this report.
Traders at the Mahia Ultramodern International Market, Obani Ibeku, have lamented on the poor condition of roads, which has made the market inaccessible to potential buyers, leading to little or no sales by the traders.
Government just neglect us. They don't dare after what our welfare here. Look at the road. Look at Umwezi Road. Look at main road that we are. Look at the market as a whole. Like Mondays, there's no customer in the market. Look at I didn't bring out my goods today because of I didn't see anybody. I'm doing nothing here. We are wasting our time here. And let government find another way. If it's that forest side, let them do another shop, another market for us, so that we will live here. They will use here maybe as airport or whatever. Then we'll go there. But if government want to do something at this market, let them use that money they want to use here, but invest it here. They will get more profit.
We are dying here. No market. Nothing is going here. Can't you see it with your eyes? We are dying. No market. If you come, you will not sell. See our goods. We are not selling. We are not selling anything. We are dying. We are suffering. We are asking our governor, our beloved governor, to come and help us. We are dying.
While speaking with Rapid FM, some of the traders expressed their disappointment with the situation, stressing that the promise made by the government has proven abortive, which is affecting their daily sales.
When we are talking about expanding of Umuahia capital, Obani Market is one of the major things that what the former governor Theodore Hamefloji did to remove that Umuahia market at the center of the town. It's an eyesore. They bring it to Obani. And Obani Market is one of the standard markets here in Abia State. A place that contains not less than 16,000 shops, if I'm not mistaken, where we have everything, even a very big. That park is like a stadium, waiter, toilet and everything. The market himself, the shop standard, but at a time, because of the distance, people start running out from the market. And if to say that he succeeded on building this Umwezi Road, I believe whatever government need from that market, they will be seeing it.
Ashman, we are finding so much difficult to trek from our home to this our farm. When the rainy season come now, erosion will spoil everywhere. No car can drive from our place to this place. All of us are using leg trekking, and we are finding it difficult to use leg and trekking because it's too far.
Abo Road is very important for this market. To government to repair it. Secondly, the government to repair the market to be concrete. Thirdly, to make people to be attractive to come to this Obani. That is the very thing that government is supposed to do it.
Traders and farmers who apply one of the major link roads in the market appeal to the Governor Oti-led administration to bring his focus to the Obani Market Road so that it can be accessible for them to move freely, stressing that the past government may have failed them.
The market needs restructuring. People are here really suffering. So we want the government to come into the market and do some restructuring, put some things in place so that people that left their shop will come back to their shop and resume their business.
As you can see down here, nobody is in this market any longer. onye ọwụla na-apụ shizi onye ọwụla na-apụ nwe ihe anyị na-emezi n'ọbana more especially we people ka nọ ebe anọ nwe ihe anyị ma anyị na-eme so anyị na-ayọ governor our amiable governor Alex Oti to come and help us so that this market ga otu esi hapụ ndị gate ọwụ na ga-emere anyị ọma ha batacha ebe a otu esi kwe anyị nkwa n'isi mbụ na ọwụ na anyị niile bịa na ahịa gas but majority apụọla na ahịa nwezi ihe anyị ma na-eme so ihe anyị na-ayọ ha ka ha nwee ike nyere anyị aka build ahịa ka ndị mmadụ nwekwa ike batakwa na ya ka enwee ike zụọ ahịa ọfụma.
Because we have so many thousands of shops here. It's empty. If you go down there, it's empty. If you come this side, it's empty. If you go to provincial side, it's empty. So we want government to go and call other ones to attach with us. So many of them have shop here. They just leave it to come to town. So all of us supposed to be here so that this market will be moving.
Also speaking, some of the traders called on the government to enforce the relocation of the traders at the Shigate market, noting that the lock-up shop owners are disappointed with the bad state of the Umuahia ultra-modern international market road. Obuako Emanuela, Rapid FM News.
Special thanks to Obuako Emanuela for filing in that report. You're still listening to Rapid 96.5 FM News. At 12, up next is foreign business and sports stories. Stay tuned. And now the remainder of the top stories. And on the foreign scene, leaders from Columbia University have appeared before a committee in the United States Congress to face questions about alleged instances of anti-Semitism on campus. The hearing was a sequel of sorts to a similar panel held in December, featuring the president of Harvard, the University of Pennsylvania, and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. She pledged firm action to combat anti-Semitism, even engaging in discussions about specific Columbia professors and disciplinary measures during the hearing. Some critics have argued that the suspension of pro-Palestinian students and groups has put a damper on free speech on campus, while others allege the administration has allowed a hostile atmosphere to thrive. In business, Central Bank of Nigeria has clarified reasons for the significant decline in the nation's foreign exchange reserves, asserting that it wasn't primarily aimed at defending the naira, as commonly believed, but rather to partially repay debts owed to creditors. The bank further expressed its desire to minimize its involvement in the market, aiming to foster a scenario where prices are determined through the interactions of willing buyers and sellers. This approach emphasizes the importance of allowing market forces to determine prices rather than relying heavily on interventions from the bank. In sports, Nigerian National League side Ekiti United have sacked their entire coaching crew. The coaches were sacked following their 5-0 away loss to Smart City FC at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, Lagos. Ekiti United occupied 10th position on the NNL table with 17 points. Former Akwa United coach Ayodeji Ayeni has been appointed the new head coach of the team. However, Ayeni had previously managed Sunshine Stars. Before we go, a recap of the top stories. President Tinubu reads round act to terrorist bandits assuring defeat over their act. Abia State government gives quit notice to illegal motor parks operating in Umuahia. And on the foreign scene, we brought you a report that Columbia University leaders face scrutiny over anti-Semitism on campus. And that was the news at 12 on Rapid 96.5 FM. For coverage and eyewitness report, kindly send a message to our hotline on WhatsApp 0704 9220965 or send an email to news@rbnradiotv.com. This news was packaged by Oluwapelumi King Adeni. I am Eval Edu. Many thanks for listening. Good afternoon.